Well, you may have heard the Christmas story before, but this is this year's version. I say, bear with me, it might be a story that you've heard before, but I've written a poem. Mary met an angel. He came to her one day. He said she'd have a baby. She was quite surprised, I'd say. But far away, the wise men knew. They'd already seen a star. So they climbed up on their camels and they journeyed from afar. Joseph went to Bethlehem, the place where he came from. Mary rode there on a donkey. The journey was quite long. They tried to find a place to stay. The innkeeper was sad. There were far too many visitors and no rooms to be had. So Joseph went into the stable, filled with oxen and with sheep, and settled Mary for the night. But she didn't get much sleep. Because behold, within that stable, beneath the star so shiny bright, and with the donkey standing by, Mary's boy was born that night. And still the wise men journeyed on, though to where they did not know. They just rode upon their camels where the star told them to go. Nearby there were some shepherds. They were tending all their sheep. They'd finished working for the day and were nodding off to sleep, when suddenly an angel shone with brightness all around and told them, "Do not be afraid." But the shepherds hit the ground. The angel said, "I bring good news. In Bethlehem this day, a baby's born to save us all. Go visit on your way." And far away, the wise men were still travelling along, riding on their camels, as they let the star lead on. They came upon King Herod. He was a worried man. When they said they sought a newborn king, he made a wicked plan. He said he'd also go and worship if the wise men told him where. But King Herod wasn't very nice, and he didn't really care. So they climbed back on their camels, and the star stopped very soon. And when they asked the innkeeper, the one who'd had no room, he showed them to the stable with the donkey and the sheep. They saw Joseph, they saw Mary, and the baby fast asleep. They knew the shepherds had called by, as the angel said they should, and they gave the gifts they'd brought along, and everything looked good. And high above the stable, the star still shone so bright to tell the world about the miracle the wise men saw that night. Yeah.
Christine, you look very sad.
Well, it seems to me that everybody comes up on this stage. You know, we had the music team, we had the drama group, we had the puppeteers. Even the singers get Brian plonking along on the piano.
Oh, Christine, that's so sad.
I'm just here on my own.
We can all help, Christine, can't we?
Yeah. Really? Do you think so? What can we do?
We can. Well, first of all, I think we need to split everyone up into teams, don't we?
Right, okay.
But first of all, we need team leaders, don't we?
Oh, that would be brilliant.
Yes. Who can we have?
Would you like to be a team leader?
Oh, yes, please. Okay. Who else can we have?
I think we should have Vic.
Yeah, Vic.
And Pauline. I think Pauline would make an excellent team leader.
Caroline.
Oh, yeah,
Caroline.
What about Daniel?
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Who else can we have? Natalie.
Yeah, she's looking really...
Oh, look, and Pippa's at the back.
Pippa, come on, that's a good team, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. I think that's a good troop, isn't it? No, who else we need? That looks good to me.
Excellent.
Okay. How are we going to split them into teams then?
Right, first of all, we need team names, I think, don't we?
I think team names would be really good. How about then, if we have...
Let me see what's in my bag.
If we have a sheep, a team sheep. Lamb chop. Natalie, lamb chop you can be. Oh, we've got a camel here. Oh, Pippa, guess what? You can be our camel. This looks like Herod's crown to me. There you go, Victor. Oh, we've got a donkey. I think, oh, Carolyn, how you go? Oh, we've got a superstar. Pauline, here we go. Be a superstar. And there's Daniel at the end. I reckon he's going to be a wise man. Here, look through your telescope there. Oh, not many. Oh, you're left to be an angel. You're my little angel. Thank you. So now what do we do then? We need some teams.
Yeah, I best split you all up into teams then, hadn't I? Right. So, if these 3 rows are angels with me, okay?
What do you do then?
And then we'll split them up into wise men. Okay, so the first 3 rows are wise men with Daniel.
With Daniel, yes.
Yeah. And then stars. These 2 rows are going to be stars, okay? And we need a donkey. The donkey team. Here you go. You 2 rows are donkeys, okay? And up here, Herod, I think. You 2 rows can be Herod. And we need some camels. You 2 rows can be camels and sheep. All of you guys can be sheep, okay?
Perfect.
Yeah? Okay, so Christy, what do we do now?
Well, we need to, every time I say their name,
Yeah.
the team leaders have to get their team to join in with them. So every time I say sheep, they have to go, ba. Do you want to practice that? Because that was a bit pathetic. Oh, you sheep. When I say sheep, you go, ba, ba.
I think they're going to need to stand
They
up.
are going to need to stand up. Yeah, you need to stand up.
So where's the sheep team?
Sheep.
Sheep at the back! Come on, sheep, stand up!
Okay, you can sit down now. Okay, I think we better have a bit more practice. When I say camel, you've got to go
Bumpity bump.
bumpity bump, bumpity bump. Do you want to have a go? All you camels.
Come on,
Camels say bumpity bump, bumpity bump. They're a bit half-hearted. I think they'll do better with this one. Every time we mention King Herod, I want you to boo. Boo!
Herod team, stand up, Herod team!
Give me the
King Herod! Every time I mention the donkey, I want you to make a donkey noise. Stand up and make a donkey noise.
Come on, donkey!
Come on, donkey, donkey! Oh, look, she's got a star on back to front. The time I took making that, my goodness. There you go. Exactly. Every time we say twinkle star, we need to twinkle. Will you stand up and twinkle, please? Twinkle, twinkle. And then we've got Daniel here, who's our wisest man of all. And every time I mention the wise man, I want you to say, follow the star. Follow the star. Where's the wise man?
Follow that star!
Follow the star.
enthusiasm. That's it.
That's it. A bit of enthusiasm.
I think we really need to run through this, Christine, don't we? Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
the angels! What do angels do?
What do angels do? Who's the angels? Hallelujah. Fantastic. I just think we need a little bit of a practice.
Yeah,
Okay. So when I say donkey, camel, Herod, sheep, star,
Twinkle, twinkle.
wise man. Best of luck. Okay. So Mary met an angel. He came to her one day. He said she'd have a baby. She was quite surprised, I'd say. But far away, the wise men
Follow the star! That's it.
knew they'd already seen a star.
Twinkle, twinkle.
So they climbed up on their camels and they journeyed from afar. Joseph went to Bethlehem, the place that he came from. Mary rode there on a donkey. The journey was so long, they tried to find a place to stay. The innkeeper was sad. There were far too many visitors and no rooms to be had. So Joseph went into the stable filled with oxen and with sheep and settled Mary for the night, but she didn't get much sleep. Because behold, within that stable, beneath a star,
Twinkle, twinkle.
so shiny bright, and with a donkey standing by, Mary's boy was born that night. And still the wise men
Follow the star!
journeyed on, though to where they did not know. They just rode upon their camels, where the star
Twinkle, twinkle.
told them to go. Nearby there were some shepherds. They were tending all their sheep. They'd finished working for the day and were nodding off to sleep, when suddenly an angel shone with brightness all around and told them, "Do not be afraid." But the shepherds hit the ground. The angel said, "I bring good news. In Bethlehem this day, a child is born. Go visit on your way." And far away, the wise men
Follow the star!
were still travelling along, riding on their camels as they let the star
Twinkle, twinkle.
lead on. They came upon King Herod. I wish he was a bit more. He was a worried man. When they said he sought a newborn king, he made a wicked plan. He said he'd also go and worship if the wise men
Follow the star!
told him where. But King Herod wasn't funny and he didn't really care. So they climbed back on their camels and the star
Twinkle, twinkle.
stopped very soon. And when they asked the innkeeper, the one who had no room, he showed them to the stable with the donkey and the sheep. They saw Joseph and saw Mary and the baby fast asleep. They knew the shepherds had called by as the angel said they should, and they gave the gifts they'd brought along, and everything looked good. And high above the stable, the star
Twinkle, twinkle.
still shone so bright to tell the world about the miracle the wise men
Follow the star!
saw that night. I feel much better now, thank you.